If your gym membership is basically a monthly fee for a parking spot you never use, a rowing machine at home fixes that in one purchase. Rowing hits your legs, back, arms, and core in a single motion, and it's brutal on calories without wrecking your knees. I rode through, researched, and ranked 5 machines that won't blow your budget, worst to best. Some of these will surprise you. Starting at number 5. Number 5 is the Stamina BodyTrac Glider 1050. This is a hydraulic rowing machine, which means instead of a flywheel spinning against air or magnets, you're pulling against 2 hydraulic cylinders under the seat rail. It's the simplest, cheapest way to build a rowing machine, and Stamina leans into that with a steel frame and aluminum center beam that keeps the whole unit under 40 pounds. That's the strength here. It's light enough to slide under a bed, it needs 0 assembly headaches, and it connects to the free Move app for guided workouts if you want structure. The LCD monitor tracks time, stroke count, total strokes, and calories, which covers the basics. Here's where it gets honest. Hydraulic resistance isn't continuous like a flywheel. You're working against 2 independent pistons, and Garage Gym Reviews found this model has 8 resistance levels, which sounds fine until you realize the feel is choppier than air or magnetic resistance. Each stroke doesn't build tension smoothly, it kind of jumps, and hydraulic cylinders wear out. They're not designed for daily heavy use, so if you're planning to row 5 days a week for the next 3 years, this isn't built for that lifespan. Weight capacity tops out at 250 pounds too, which rules out some households. My verdict: this is the machine you buy if you want to test whether you actually like rowing before spending real money, or if storage space is your number one constraint and everything else is secondary. It's not a long-term investment piece, it's a starter. Number 4 is the Dripex magnetic rowing machine with the dual slide rail. This is where things start feeling like a real rowing machine. Dripex builds this around a 12-pound flywheel paired with magnets rated for 66 pounds of resistance across 16 adjustable levels. That's double the resistance range of both machines we just covered. The dual rail design, as opposed to a single rail, adds real stability when you're pushing hard through the drive phase, and Dripex claims sub-15 decibel operation, so it won't bother anyone in the next room. The slide rail runs 48.8 inches, which is long for this price tier, and fits users up to roughly 6'5". The trade-off is Dripex sells several very similar-looking models under the same brand name, some with single rails, some with aluminum tracks instead of steel, different weight caps between 350 and 360 pounds depending on the listing. That's not a deal-breaker, but you genuinely need to check you're ordering the dual-rail, 360-pound version, and not an older single-rail listing that looks nearly identical in the thumbnail. The app connectivity is also fairly basic. Don't expect deep training programs, just stat syncing. Bottom line, strong pick if you want real adjustable resistance and rail stability without paying for a screen or subscription, as long as you double-check which exact listing you're clicking. Number 3 is the Merach NovaRow R50 Pro. This is where the list jumps into genuinely serious hardware. Merach built the R50 Pro around a 32-blade fan delivering 10 levels of air resistance, mounted on a 53-inch aluminum rail with a 500-pound weight capacity. Numbers that compete directly with rowers costing twice as much. It ships 90% pre-assembled, folds into 2 sections for vertical storage with built-in transport wheels, and syncs to multiple fitness apps over Bluetooth, rather than locking you into one ecosystem. Merach markets the seat as matching the size, shape, and padding of the Concept 2 Row Erg, the machine most CrossFit gyms use. That's the manufacturer's own comparison, so take it as a design goal rather than an independent verification. But the resistance mechanics and build quality genuinely do echo that style of machine. The catch is the air resistance mechanism is louder than every magnetic rower on this list. That's just physics. A spinning fan generates airflow noise no matter the brand. It's also a heavier, bulkier unit once assembled, and because it separates into 2 pieces for storage rather than folding in half, moving it solo takes a bit more effort than the compact magnetic options earlier in this list. Bottom line, if you want the closest experience to a commercial gym rower without paying commercial gym prices, this is it. Just know it's not a quiet apartment machine. Number 2 is the ProForm 750R. ProForm built this around 24 levels of SMR, silent magnetic resistance, controlled digitally, paired with a folding aluminum rail frame and transport wheels for easy storage. What sets it apart is iFit integration. Connect your own phone or tablet over Bluetooth, and an iFit trainer can automatically adjust your resistance in real time, while guiding you through a workout filmed on actual water. The unit includes a 30-day all-access iFit trial to test that out before committing to anything. Here's the honest catch. iFit is a subscription, and after that free month it auto-renews at $39 a month unless you cancel. The 750R's own screen is just a 5-inch high-contrast display for basic stats. If you want the full interactive experience, you're supplying your own tablet and paying for the app on top of the machine. Max user weight is also capped at 250 pounds, lower than several magnetic rowers earlier on this list. If you never touch iFit, you're basically buying a well-built magnetic rower and leaving half its value on the table. Verdict: fantastic if you'll actually use the guided training and don't mind the ongoing subscription, less compelling if you just want to row on your own terms. Number 1 is the NordicTrack RW600. This is NordicTrack's entry point into rowing, but it doesn't feel entry-level. It comes with a 10-inch pivoting touchscreen built right into the console, not a spot to clip your own phone. It runs 26 digital resistance levels through NordicTrack's Smart Adjust system, which lets an iFit trainer automatically dial your resistance up or down mid-workout to match the terrain in whatever virtual route you're rowing. The space-saver design folds the whole unit for vertical storage, and it ships with a full 30-day iFit family membership included, letting the whole household try it before deciding. Same honest trade-off as the ProForm, that iFit membership auto-renews at $39 a month after your trial period, and you do lose access to Smart Adjust and the trainer-led library if you let it lapse, though the rower still functions fine in manual mode without a subscription. It's also a larger footprint machine than most magnetic rowers on this list, so measure your space before ordering. My take: the built-in touchscreen makes this the stronger buy over the ProForm if you know you want the full interactive experience, since you're not relying on your own device. Before we get to number 1, every rower on this list so far has been sold directly through Amazon.com. Our top pick breaks that pattern, and I'll explain exactly why it still earns the spot. So here's how this shakes out by who you actually are. If you just want to test whether rowing clicks for you before spending real money, start with the Stamina BodyTrac glider or the Lubby Gym. If you're tall or sharing the machine across different heights, the Sunny SF RW5515 has the rail length to handle it. If you want both rowing and standing upper body work in one frame, the SF RW5941's MARD covers that. If you want the closest thing to a commercial gym rower, look at the Merach NovaRow R50 Pro or the Rogue Echo rower, and if guided, trainer-led workouts matter more to you than saving on a subscription, the NordicTrack RW600 is the strongest all-in-one pick here. Whichever one fits your setup, check the current listing before you buy. Amazon pricing on all of these shifts constantly, and today's price isn't guaranteed tomorrow. If this list helped you narrow it down, subscribe for more no-nonsense gear breakdowns, and drop a comment with which one you're going with.